is this place? Some kind of forest? I better find Miss Steed as quickly as possible. She might be able to help me locate the tentacle. Uh-huh. The sign is written in a language I can't read. It's pointing towards the left. So, follow the path. And we have a little cabin here. Open the door. Is that blood? Yep, that's more blood. Hello? Anyone home? Oh, dude. My God. What happened here? An old man sits slumped by the foot of the bed. His abdomen has been sliced open. A trail of blood smears the floor. What happened to him? Holy Jesus. Oh, I'm sorry. Didn't hear you come in. Forgive me for not getting up. Don't worry about it, man. Just, you're good. Well, you're not, but just stay. I'm feeling a little under the weather, you see. What happened to you? It was the organ thief. He cut me open while I was sleeping, you see. The organ thief. You haven't heard? He's the scourge of this accursed valley. He finally got to me. He must have used a really sharp blade because I didn't feel a thing. My granddaughter woke up just as he was lifting the organ out of me. Her cry woke me up, but it was too late. He bolted with my granddaughter in hot pursuit. Somebody broke in and stole your organs while you were sleeping. Judging by the hole, I'd say the blighter nicked and a kidney or a lung. It's hard to tell. I'm looking for a young woman named Selma. My granddaughter. Are you a friend of hers? Well, technically we're neighbors. Oh. Strange that I haven't seen you here before. I just moved in yesterday. Then I'm afraid you're out of luck, neighbor. Selma chased after the organ thief in the middle of the night. She hasn't been back since. I tried to run after her, but this was as far as I got. I'm not as spry as I used to be. You probably shouldn't be moving at all. But I have to find Selma. Lord knows what the organ thief might have done to her by now. I'll go look for her, if you just wait here. That would be much appreciated, neighbor. Any idea where she might be? I heard their footprints trailing off into the woods, but I'm not sure where they went after that. What can you tell me about the organ thief? What do you want to know? What does he look like so I don't run into him? I didn't get a good look at him. He was cloaked and moved wicked fast. But you're sure it was a person? Not a monster or a tentacle or anything like that? No, it was a person alright. I just didn't see him properly. If you find my granddaughter, perhaps she can tell you more. Uh, why is he stealing organs? I think he just enjoys menacing decent, hard-working folk. The mindset required to do something like this is beyond my fathom. Who is he? Nobody knows. He's a mystery. I've been hearing about these attacks for about 6 months now. And don't freeze up on me. I clicked 3 times, it seemed like it froze. People's organs being stolen in the dead of night. Folk in the valley are terrified. Some of them have already packed up and left. Some have formed lynch mobs. Be careful if you meet them. It's not a good time to be a fresh face around these parts. I don't think he's alright. About this valley. What about it? Where are we? You don't know where you are? Well, not exactly. Oh dear. You're worse off than I am then. Locally we call this place the Valley of Eternal Shadow. Eternal Shadow? You mean it's always dark here? Pretty much. But it hasn't always been like that. Only since the wall came down. The wall? You haven't seen it? Why was it built? It wasn't built. It just arrived. Really? How? One day, several years ago, I was out fishing by the old tarn when I heard a terrible rumble surging from the north. Thinking it was thunder, I looked up, but the sky was clear as far as I could see. As I stood there, a powerful onrush of tremors knocked me flat on my back. I tried to get up, but another rush would come and topple me again. I don't know how many times that happened. I must have hit my head on something, because suddenly everything went black. When I came to again, the tremors had subsided. Getting to my feet, I noticed that the woods around me were much darker than they had ever been. Looking up at the sky, I saw a dark shape towering beyond the foliage. And there, a few yards in the front of me, a black wall rose to the sky, blocking the sun, stretching from mountain to mountain, splitting the valley in twain. That was the day the wall arrived. What's on the other side of the wall? Nobody knows what's beyond the wall, son. And I think it would be wise not to try to find out. People have been lost walking too close to it. Some things are best left alone. What happened to the people on the other side? I'd rather not think about that. Hopefully they're still alive, just like we are. But I have my doubts. Weird question after all that. Do you know who built it? I don't think it was built. I gather only magic could erect such a thing, but no mere witch or wizard could command such power. Such power is reserved for divinity. Right. So, let's get a little backstory. I know you've got a big hole in your chest, but who lives here? It used to be mostly farmers, but now we're a pretty mixed bunch. Usually delightful folk, but most of them have been themselves since the attack started. Could one of them be the organ thief? Well, I hadn't thought about it, but I guess it's possible. It would break my heart knowing one of them was behind all of this. And from the looks of it, you've lived here long, but how long? I was born and raised here. I've never seen the lands beyond this valley, and I likely never will, seeing how the wall blocks us off. Right. I think did I just ask about all that? About the wall? Yes? Oh, no, it was still highlighted. Well, I guess, are you gonna be alright? I don't know how this works in the dream world. Well, you're not exactly catching me at my best. Should I get you a doctor? No. I'm sure my granddaughter will be able to patch me back up. And it could have been a lot worse. Really? How? Well, judging by the looks of it, he took one of the organs I had two of. Hopefully I'll get by on just one. Otherwise I'd be in real trouble. Well, I gotta go. So, put some pressure on that and try not to bleed out and die. You go ahead, son. I just need to catch my breath a bit. Yeah, and your insides. Yep. There's some stuff. Pick up yarn. Can I borrow some yarn? I'm sure Selma won't mind. She has a very generous spirit. Thanks. Is there anything else? Examine the shelves. Various medical supplies cover these shelves. I see cans of herbal ointments and bandages. Wait a minute. And bandages. Bandages. Fix this. Fix it now. Can I borrow a bandage? Are you hurt? No, but it might be good to have handy. Good thinking. Take it, by all means. Thanks. Examine a picture. It's a picture of an old woman. Could it be Selma's grandmother? Huh. It's a humble bed stuffed with straw. Well, I'm guessing it's time to check out the locals.